Sophia Charron.
Oh, my daughter. Hi, Sophia. My daughter.
Your lovely daughter. Says, should traditional Catholics seek shelter in the Byzantine Church if they don't think they're being well ministered to in their parish? This is a good question.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I think so because it's we are Catholics. Whether you're of the Syro-Malabar tradition, the Maronite tradition, the Byzantine tradition, the Catholic tradition, you have an obligation to worship the Lord your God. And you have an obligation to do so in a sacramental manner. We need the sacraments like plants need water. And if you find yourself in a situation where you have a parish or a pastor who isn't respecting the apostolic tradition that's been handed down to them, and going to Sunday liturgy, Mass, whatever, means that you come home angry and your kids are confused because Father's teaching something that's heretical and nothing's being done about it and there's no reverence for the Eucharist, then find a home, whether it's Byzantine, Maronite, a traditional Latin Mass, but find a home where you come out of those doors and you're ready to take on the world. You've been fed with the bread of immortality and you are on fire. So it doesn't matter where the tradition is necessarily, if your own tradition's not feeding you, but you have to, maintain communion with the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. Our obligation isn't first and foremost to the tradition in which we were born. Our obligation is to be faithful to Jesus Christ and to live a sacramental life. And ideally, it's going to be in your own liturgical tradition.
Yeah.
But if it's not possible for you to do that, then the Lord understands, and He's given us 21 different spiritual traditions in which we can live that out.
You said that it's ideally in your own sacramental tradition. I mean, I think I understand what you mean, but why? Why ideally? Yeah. Why not just sort of seek what? Dr. Hahn talked about this, and when I had him on the show, he said, it's one thing to seek out a boutique coffee shop and get the most sort of exotic coffee, but we shouldn't really be doing that with the liturgy. That's not what you're saying.
Right.
But there is that kind of temptation. Well, I'm kind of bored with this. I'm going to go to this, and I'm kind of bored with that. So it kind of escalates to something a little bit more, whatever.
Yeah. I'll answer the question with an analogy. If you don't fight the barbarians at the gates, then you'll be fighting the barbarians at your front door. And if you don't fight them at your front door, you'll be fighting them in your bedroom. Better to fight the barbarians at the gates. And so if you find yourself at the gates and they're let's say you're a Maronite Catholic and there's an attack on your tradition, if you forsake that and you jump ship somewhere else, then once your own tradition's eviscerated, don't think that they're going to be satiated with that and they're going to stop. They're just going to keep moving on. So that's why I say is if you have the wherewithal and a community of people who are willing to support you, then stand your ground and become saints together, and fight for those devotions and those traditions that have come down to us from the apostles. But if you just are in a situation where that's not possible, and you're going to be depleted and alone, right, then go to a community that has a lively liturgical life and where people will love you.
If you like that clip, be sure to like and subscribe. Cheers.